Okay, so for this video, I'm going to be discussing question two and question two and three. And the first part about question two that I wanted to talk about, how it asks African Americans have higher rates of physical illness than whites, yet lower rates of mental illness. This can go back to the chapter when we were talking about kind of the real estate racism part of everything. And I would say that, like, you know, in cities, it's more likely for someone who's African American to be segregated into kind of like a not clean, not well kept area, just where like more things could go wrong than where they would put white people. So at the end of the day, white people are gonna have more injuries. Just that part I couldn't really find an explanation for, like the physical illness part, but the mental illness, I feel like there's a lot more stress and a lot more pressure and more anxiety being a black person in today's society. So just something like that would be my biggest explanation, because just overall the kind of the direction our country is going is putting a lot of pressure and a lot of stress under a lot of different cultures and ethnicities and just all that. So I really think that it's more about what kind of environment they're in now. And I think that, being an African American in the USA now, like today, is a lot harder than what it's been in the past. And then for the third question, when it asks, most social scientists agree that there's no biological basis for separating people into racial groups. That I disagree with. There's clearly a bias. A lot of this stuff is from government laws that have been passed that have kind of made it not legal to be racist, but a lot easier to slip through gaps, I guess. But when it talks about doctors and how medical researchers still attempt to identify genetic causes of racial disparities in health, when I looked up is it a term for individual racism? But when I looked up the term for individual racism, it's the type of racism that most people think of when they think of racism. It's like, kind of the foundation for what we think of as racism, where you you judge people based on biases, stereotypes, or prejudices. But I think in the medical field, at least, I'm not nearly qualified at all to say what it is or isn't. But in my personal opinion, I think it's because they want to see if this illness or whatever is going on is is a African American more likely to get this than a white person. They just want to know all the data and all the facts to kind of keep everybody healthy. So I think in the medical, I wouldn't. I guess I originally didn't think the government would be doing kind of the shady of stuff. So the medical field, they could do it, but I just don't see that it's more of a racism thing. I see that as more of they just want more of an accurate result is I guess what I'm trying to say. But yeah.